Hi, I'm Gail and welcome back to Low Carb Recipe Ideas. Today we're going to make chicken prosciutto and we're going to barbecue it on the barbecue outside. So the first thing I've done now, I've already thinned or pounded out these chicken breasts, but I just wanted to show you how I did it. I have a piece of saran wrap on my cutting board and then I lay my chicken breast on top. Because if you can spread it out a bit, we're going to be stuffing them with sun-dried tomatoes and broccoli. So if I can spread it out a bit, then it makes it easier to wrap, and it's even all the way around, and it'll roll a lot easier. So all you're doing is taking the flat part of your hammer here, and you're just starting in the center, and then you start pushing towards the sides, and it spreads it out. I've already done it, so this area of the breast was quite thick, and it's basically the same depth all the way across now. So if you just cover it in plastic and then hammer it, it pushes it out, thins it out for you. So I just wanted to show you that that's what I do to thin out my chicken breasts. So we'll just get rid of the plastic. I'll leave that one on the bottom because we're going to work with this one. So we're just going to turn it over. And I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute because I want to put spices on it, but I want to mix my stuff up together to make sure I have everything in order first. So I have 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I have a tablespoon of Clubhouse Greek spice, which is over here, and you can get them in any grocery store. Put that in there. And a teaspoon of the red pepper, the crushed red pepper. So we're just going to mix that up. And we'll let that sit while we work with the rest of the chicken. Okay, so now I like sun-dried tomatoes, so I'm just going to, I've cut them up. There's two pieces of sun-dried tomato in there, and I've just cut them up in little pieces. And I'm just going to put them in the center. I'm not stuffing them with a lot, but we've got broccoli also in little floret pieces that I'm going to put in here. And the trick is rolling them. So we'll see how it turns out. And I like to use my herbamare. It's organic spice, it's zesty, it has a delicious flavor, and I just like to sprinkle a little bit on top of my sun-dried tomatoes and my broccoli. So the next step is we're going to try and roll this. And you have a couple of options. Once you've got it rolled, you can use toothpicks or you can tie it up. And it just depends on how much you have to work with it as to what you're going to be doing. So I'm just going to take that plastic out from underneath. So now I have my bruschetta. They're nice big strips that I have gotten. And then you roll that on top. This is very delicious. I'm sure you're really going to enjoy it. Okay, so I'm just going to set that over here. I'm going to do the second one, and then we'll put our spices on it. This is what we're going to have for supper tonight. We have it quite often because we really enjoy this chicken. A little bit of herbamare. Roll it up again. Take another strip of your prosciutto. And there's a big variety of brands of prosciutto that you can buy. So just try and find the one that has the bigger slices in them, and they work so much nicer. So we're going to put a couple more toothpicks in this one. There we go. Now what we're going to do is our spices. We're going to take the spices and we're just going to sweep all along the whole thing with your oil and your peppers. And it has a little bite to it because I've got the crushed red peppers in there. And when you're barbecuing, it's quite amazing of how the prosciutto really holds it together. It doesn't, I find it doesn't burn. It's just very beautiful flavor put together with the chicken. And if you don't like the hotness, then you don't need to use the crushed red peppers, but it gives it a little nip to it and it's really, really good. Okay. So we're just going to let that sit for a while before I barbecue. I like to put it in the fridge for a couple of hours and let it sit. And then you don't have to, but I just find the spices and stuff kind of soak into the bruschetta and it just tastes a lot better. So I will be back to you when it's time to take it outside to barbecue. Welcome back. I've got the barbecue, it's heated about 500. The temperature is 500. I'm going to put the chicken prosciutto on the barbecue and we're gonna close up the lid and cook it approximately 10 minutes on each side. So when the 10 minutes is up, we will come back. Okay, that was 10 minutes one side, so we're gonna roll it over. Oh, look how good that looks. And my temperature is still around 500, so we will let that cook, and it should be done in about 10 minutes. There we go. It took 20 minutes to barbecue these delicious chicken breast wrapped in prosciutto and stuffed with sun-dried tomatoes and broccoli. We're going to enjoy this for supper, and I hope you give it a try. It's absolutely delicious. You can go to my blog, www.lowcarbrecipe.ideas.com, and check out the recipe and leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.